Hi there. This is Melissa McFarland, and in the next 6 minutes, I'm going to share the most effective marketing strategy for creative entrepreneurs that I have seen in over 16 years of business coaching and online marketing. There was a time when I was struggling to make just $3,000 a month in my coaching practice. I beat cancer and foreclosure and divorce, and then I built $1 million business using this technique, this straightforward marketing method myself. And as you might also know, I've been working for over 30 years specifically with creative professionals like artists and teachers and designers and coaches and filmmakers, writers, more people like that. And after transforming my results with this method, I built $1 million business teaching those people how to make more money with their expertise. And what I'm going to show you today is the best marketing method I've applied to the creative industry ever, because it works really well for people that need something simple that won't require them to become an expert marketer or get lost in a lot of endless promotion, right? And spend a bunch of money. I developed a strategy specifically with the important needs of my creative entrepreneurs in mind. And I call this method the minimalist marketing method. And now I have all my highest clients use this because the method really brings in more consistent sales and revenue than anything else I've ever done or tested with them. And it just keeps delivering these amazing client results month after month after month. So I just keep teaching it. In truth, it's the only reliable marketing method that I've seen work without fail over and over again for all of my clients, not just the folks that are genius wizards at tech or the people who are super good at speaking or all of that. Like, for everyone, this method works. And I want to say I did a little bit of quick math to show you all in this training here. Over $167,000 from these clients alone. This is just a smattering of our clients, and just the small results that they got in 1 week with this marketing method. The method is super unique because it's simple. That's the whole point. Minimalist, right? It won't require you to become an expert marketer. It doesn't cost a lot of money to activate it. You can get going right away with this, and it allows you to keep your focus where you shine best. My clients use this method to routinely make brand new sales every week and connect with hot leads they've never met before, and it's not hard. And don't worry, this does not mean you'll have to be posting all over social media with a ton of content, unless you love that, which we encourage, then go for it. But not all of us really love social media or are very good at it. And it can be such an amazing time sunk, right? Lots of my top level clients actually using this method, they only post on social media, say once a week, or some of them just avoid it altogether, actually. So the point here is that the method is super flexible. And most of the content, by the way, that you use in the minimalist marketing method that I'm about to share here is content that you already have. So you don't even have to go out and create it. So the minimalist marketing method works because it's within the constraints of any budget. I started using this when I was actually massively in debt and did not have any budget. In fact, I had a negative budget. It works because it's done without doing any fancy technical maneuvers, which, trust me, I get it if some of you are like, oh my gosh. Others of you are awesome at tech, but guess what? It takes time, even if you're good. So this doesn't require that. The method is done without having to be a brilliant copywriter. It's one thing to be a good writer. It's another thing to write great copy. And you don't have to know that in order to succeed with this method. It's done without having to create any content from scratch. And it's done without having to leave your desk or make a bunch of cold calls in order to activate it. In fact, when my clients apply the principles of this method, the MMM, minimalist marketing method, they avoid that, we call it dancing monkey feeling of having to be someone that they're not. Look at me, try to see me. I want you to see me, right? Instead, they just get to stay in their zone of genius while they're attracting clients. And that, folks, is gold. When I figured out and just stopped trying to do all that crazy marketing and did just these things, this method, I transformed my business. I went over 6 figures in less than a year, and in 2 years, multiple 6 figures, just using this method. Nothing. I didn't have a website. I didn't have any leads. I didn't have any of that. And this method works. And what's even better, once you apply this method, you can actually stop making new marketing. And you can get back to, you guessed it, what you love to do and are good at, right? So that's one of the great things about this method, is that it allows you to set it and forget it for a while. So look, I first introduced the minimalist marketing method to my high-level clients a few years ago in an exclusive 3-day mastermind retreat. It was part of their full-year program, and most of them paid $24,000 to be included in that training. And guess what? The results were so incredible. Within weeks, just weeks from that retreat, they were attracting perfect fit clients, and they were closing them into their highest ticket offers much faster and with really really easily, right? The method freaking works, let me tell you. So let me give you an example. Krista Walsh, she came into our organization. She jumped into that mastermind 1 year, and in just 6 months, she experienced a 500% growth in her business. So amazing, just using this method. Tish Hicks, she's a professional actor, voiceover. She built the voiceover dojo. She went to just under 6 figures in a year. She's now at a $500,000 business. She has a gorgeous business, by the way, folks. And she did all of that just on the back of a minimalist marketing method. Hope Edelman is a number 1 New York Times, twice times bestseller and author, and she increased her income just from her followers alone by 80% with the minimalist marketing method. So look, the reason that the method works is because it overcomes the main reason that creatives fail to market themselves well, and that I failed to market myself well. And it's what I call the quitting cliff. So look, creatives are really fast thinkers. They're productive, highly productive, also often really degreed folks. They get bored and they get annoyed, and then they get burned out with the standard online marketing timeline. It just takes a lot of effort doing picayune things, and it's really boring. And they don't get the results fast enough, so they quit before they can get those results. And don't get me wrong, creatives are the hardest workers I know. Honestly, when they're working in their zone of genius, they work hard. You cannot pull them away from the work. They're so amazing that way. But they're motivated by service and by doing and living into their expertise. They are not motivated just by making money. So in order for creatives to win at marketing and to make money, and lots of it, and really grow their impact, they need the most direct way to connect with their perfect fit clients. And the minimalist marketing method does that. It allows you to overcome that marketing burnout and bypass the quitting cliff and establish this gorgeous magnetic connection really easily. And when you can make those kinds of connections, it removes any decision down the line. I mean, honestly, instead of just bragging about how amazing you are, when you make those kinds of connections, you are removing any competition. It essentially removes the competition from the dialogue entirely. And that's the magic of it. Once you apply the method, you can actually stop making that new marketing. So now you're the first call, right? In the music industry, we say first call, or their go-to gal or guy, their only choice, because this method works so well. And the science behind the success of the method is based on 3 factors. So heads up, you may want to write this down. This is why the method works. First of all, it builds rapid rapport. It cuts through months of nurture, and it gets your ideal client engaging right away, like within seconds of that initial connection, honestly. And number 2, it sets up something I call the instant value funnel. Because when you make a difference for folks immediately and directly without a lot of complication or delay, loyalty is locked in from that moment. Right. And you want that. You want clients that will stick, stay, and play with you forever. What if you only had to market once, right? And you kept them for life? So it differentiates you. This is the third thing. It differentiates you as the full and final fix for your clients. So that establishes you as the only solution to your prospect's problem, the only solution, which creates that loyal, repeat, regular, referring clientele. So folks, most online marketing methods are really complicated, and they require the business owner to learn complex platforms and to veer from their personal genius just to get a good lead, which is frustrating. And the method that I use does the exact opposite. The minimalist marketing method relies on things that you already have in your wheelhouse, and it repurposes your authentic voice and your presence and your genius to directly draw new clients you'll love working with, who will bond you for life. Can you grasp the value of that kind of result from your marketing effort? One connection, lifetime client. This works so well that I haven't had to have, in order to get to multiple $500,000 in my business, $1 million in my business, I have not had to have a huge list of clients, 200 clients in the room, in membership programs. It's exhausting having a team of 10 or 12 or 15 people. None of that. One connection, lifetime client, means that you get one and then you start to accrue and grow, and they stick, stay, and play for years instead of using your services once, leaving, and now you're back at enrollment again. I mean, wow, that is so game changing for a business. So think about that. I know that above all, creatives want to spend their time and energy making money with their expertise. They are not interested in building complicated marketing funnels. I wasn't. They're not interested in learning how to become a master marketer, even though I ended up doing that until I figured out this method. And they definitely don't want to spend a bunch of money on some expensive marketing agency, which, by the way, I also did. And our team ended up running circles around them. So this isn't what our creatives want. When you're not spending all of your time trying to get a good client, you can spend more time expertly serving that client and that steady growing list of clients that you currently have, which, let's face it, is a ton more fun, right? It's a lot more fun. So right now, Without having to join that $24,000 a year mastermind, you can actually get access to the Minimalist Marketing Method along with all the tools that I gave my private clients in that mastermind the first time I trained it, right? Training and tools that will help you do things like pick your target and package your prices, your products and services really well, and attract new clients really simply, and master that sales conversation so you can get that high ticket, amount in the door, right? The Minimalist Marketing Method can be built in just one weekend. It can be harnessed over and over again forever afterwards. Love that. To reliably and repeatedly magnetize perfect fit clients to your business and keep you focused on what you love most. That's what we want as creatives, isn't it? So once the simple pieces are just put in place, you can put that method into action right away, literally that same weekend, right? Without complicated tech, not a lot of time, not a lot of money. Honestly, I had so little money. I did not have any time. I had two tiny children. I was a single mom. I had no time. Virtually and in person, it worked in both platforms, it live and online, no matter the skill that you have, no matter the industry that you're in. Here are a couple of examples of folks in different industries that have leveraged the Minimalist Marketing Method. Valerie built the Actors Fast Track. It's a 7-figure international business from $0 just on the back of a Minimalist Marketing Method. She went to $40,000 in the first 2 months, folks. She had no business experience. She was an actor, right? Here's Marianne Udell. She is in the corporate space in the arena of change management, and she experienced a $90,000 increase in her revenue over the course of just 12 months when she started using the Minimalist Marketing Method. Andreas Kramer, love Andreas. He's the founder of Conscious Profit. 75% increase in his income within the first 4 months, and then he had his first $20,000 day within the first 8 months using this method. So look, like I said, I used to spend 3 days behind closed doors teaching the entire method from start to finish to a small group of people. But guess what? Right now, without having to join that mastermind and pay out that money, you can gain access to the same marketing strategy. And like I said, all the helpful templates and tools. So here are some of them. The Perfect Fit Client Definition Template, the Forever Fix Offer Creation Blueprint, the Forever Fix. We want to be the Forever Fix for our client, right? And the simple no sell sales script, and a lot more. And instead of dropping even $997 for this, which is probably the price we're going to launch this to the public shortly, you can save nearly $1,000 today and snag your ticket to an event that I've got coming up called Play Big. It's live for just $10. Pay what you want later. That's right. You heard it, just $10. Honestly, with the pay what you want plan, this deal is a real steal when you think about how, with what you'll create at this one event alone, you can pack the business full of loyal repeat clients and get back to spending your time serving with your expertise. So I know you've got questions. How does that $10 now, pay what you want later plan work, right? Well, right now, when you click that button below this video, you'll be taken to an order form to get access to the full 3 days, right? 3 days of training for just $10. And only after the event, and only if you want to, you can go to an order form to pay whatever you think the event is worth. And if you think it wasn't worth anything, you don't have to pay anything. There are no auto charges at all. You decide. So why do I do this? You're thinking, why for $10? And that's a really easy answer. You guys, I've been coaching for 30 years. I'm so confident that when you attend the Play Big Bootcamp, you will see how the Minimalist Marketing Method is completely game-changing for your business. And remember that the Minimalist Marketing Method makes it so that you get additional leads and clients every week, giving you that more consistent cash flow and stabilizing your business. That's the beauty of getting to this event, of learning how to apply the Minimalist Marketing Method. So go ahead and tap the button below now. You can grab your ticket to Play Big and get access to all of our training, including the Minimalist Marketing Method and the targeting and training on packaging and training on offer creation, sales, and also one-on-one private time with our expert coaches, all for just $10 today when you click that button below. Now look, I know you might have questions. Is this a genuine offer? Is this a really good event? This event is in its 10th year. All right, we've been doing this event for 10 years now. We know it works. Why would we do it again and again and again if it doesn't work? If you want access to the strategy for the Minimalist Marketing Method and almost $1,000 discount, I really highly recommend that you go ahead and seize it right now. It will not be available for long. And when you do, we'll help you liberate yourself from the relentless cycle of marketing misery and witness your business flourish with happy clients singing your praises. So go ahead and click that button below to get access to everything at the event. All of your confusion about marketing and with your expertise will vanish. You're going to be head over heels for what the system does for your take-home income. Pay now, $10, and pay what you want later. So go ahead and click that button below now. And I will see you on the other side when you click that button below to join me.